and I think the supports are just going to try and aid them in whatever way they can. So team fights, it's really going to be hard to say. Like, can Shaker get off a big ulti? Can he not? I think these drafts are much more even than the last game. I feel like you have a much better chance this game as Quest at any stage of the game. Maybe the early game might be slightly harder. That's not even true. Actually, these drafts are pretty identical, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say that. Toby, this is actually pretty interesting because the bear is scouting out the potential ward. The tower frozen a hit because they see the bear and they think they have a ward there, but it's not actually breaking smokes. Until now, he actually does finally get confirmation that there's a hero and that smoke has run out. But I just like the kind of small detail. It's like, did they already ward here, or are they still smoked up and just sitting there guessing?
Oh, hard to say. Other minor detail is Toby has 12 branches.
That's the way to do it.
It really is.
Branches, 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 branches. All day long. Whitemon already in for a bit of an early burst, but looks like the Lord is the target, and Toby to die first with his bear on cooldown. By the time he gets the lane, he's probably going to be able to spawn it. But Ari, first blood for TSM.
That was the residential lone druid expert here. Just kind of sucks it. No, Omar's
still in 8 seconds. Omar, he's got the creep wave in between. Toby's also there. Okay, that will cancel it out.
So generally speaking, your first bear gets hit a lot, right? And then you have to resummon. But you're fine, because normally you can't kill 2 bears. However, in a game like this, if they focus down this bear and right-click it a lot, he's going to have to buy a TP scroll to send it back. And with that long summon cooldown. Either way, the moral of the story is, this is really bad for Toby. But it could be fine if they don't exploit the fact that he just resummoned the bear. Those are the conditions here.
All the conditions are set, and that is a surprise start for Quest as well, getting a kill off of Kasane on the Bristleback, but level 1, that's the time to do it, if they're able to pull it off. So that will credit a kill for TI12. It's not first blood gold. Ari got a Toby, but it is a carry.
How do they get that kill? I think it's because Ari started bottom, right, for the first wave. Really just
Kari did a pretty late sprout. That's all I saw. It was still on cooldown.
I think it's just oh, we got a TP coming out into the mid lane on Bryle.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Tank the tower a bit here. And TP's straight back to the top lane. Help out T2000, so I won't leave him alone. Very interesting to see these early rotations, but I also kind of like the friskiness of kind of reminding that, hey, I'm also in this game. Or like suddenly forget, oh, there's a Furion, you know? Well, Whitemon dropping down a half HP. He does have 6 armor on the Ogre with that Ring of Protection.
You definitely remind them, but those are not the plays that feel good if you are Kaori.
I think it's a bit of the TI spirit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we could say that. That would be fair.
Before chat wheel was invented, banter was all you had, and now you have to bring up something new. Maybe it is diving the tower as a level 1 Nature's Prophet.
Before chat wheel, you just couldn't say anything.
Surprise. Well, Toby's evaded the worst possible, I guess you could say. He's still picked up 8 last hits on the Lone Druid. Muerta at 15 at the moment. Tomatoes doing great, uncontested. No worrying at all about this Lone Druid on the Hoodwink. Mid is also tied in CS, but Kasane dying once and TA getting a kill was... it's very beneficial for TI12.
Oh, it definitely is, and I think this Lone Druid, he's doing okay, but he could be doing potentially better. But he's the hero that scales really well with levels. Like Lone Druid level 1, level 2 is not very strong. It's not until like level 4 where you start getting pretty strong on this hero. So I'd say he's doing fine for now.
No. Where do you think we're going to see the next kill?
The next kill?
Yeah, which lane feels like it has the,
these
like,
are
the
all
most dramatic
weird questions. So none of them are very dramatic because NP, Luna... I don't know, I'm going to guess top because something's happening right now.
I also feel like top lane has a vibe, and it's definitely happening right now. Kasane, oh, one more hit to kill off Kaori, but no. TI12 also fairly low as Ari just continues to harass. And one good Shikuchi could also do, but he's just going to cut himself away from those trees with the Quelling Blade that he's bought on the Weaver. Always smart to have it versus the Nature's Prophet. Up to mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Quelling Blades. Everybody on TSM has one. An axe.
Ari might be dead here. Okay, right, but he'll trade for Sonic. But unfortunately, right now, Dota's in a state where if there's NP in the game, every hero has to buy Quelling Blade. Yeah, the damage hurts. Yeah, it wasn't as bad before, right? Like, of course,
it was worse before. I mean, depends how far you're going back.
Yeah, it depends how far exactly. Like the whole niche stuff going through BKB was kind of nuts. Ari, though, we got 3 versus 2 in the bottom lane, and Toby is just gone. And Hoodwink, I don't feel like he much has a good escape route either. Has a mango. Oh, okay, well, that's your escape route. Tomato missing the dead shot.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit those, though. Like, the cast range on Deadshot is not super good for shooting people back into. You have to be, like, almost melee range. It's good at pushing people away from you, though. More of a defensive tool for carries.
Yeah. Defensive, bit of poke, but not the best for chase.
Yeah, it's tough. You have to be really close to Deadshot them backwards.
Well, this Shaker is really ramping up. Noob's just denying. 13 denies already versus Bryle. That's just Shaker things for you. Trying to get as much CS as possible, but it is pain to play versus Shaker as a melee.
Yeah, he's doing really well. I wonder how much of this has to do with Kaori just harassing him on that first wave there.
If Omar was half a second before, he could have canceled the TP with a bushwhack, killed Bryle. He would have had to walk back to mid.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster, but that...
Top lane is also looking disastrous. T2000 down to 80 HP, and Kasane runs him down. Ari gonna get hit by the bushwhack, and Quest will find another. And Kasane, is he left empty-handed? It does look like it.
He might continue here a little bit. He has Vanguard and a catapult.
Yeah, he's unstoppable.
Does he want to turn back and save his catapult? No, it's gone.
Nope. Poor Cardi.
Poor Cardi. All right, that was a boat used, by the way.
Okay.
For what? I'm not sure.
Casual cruise.
Just going on a casual cruise. Just vacationing.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I've like we in like in the Finnish cast, we always talk about like the high school students on the last year. I don't know what that's in America. Like the first year is just sophomores or something.
Senior year.
Senior year. So we have a senior year cruise, and that's literally Konkus boat. We just call it Aviriksted, which literally means that. So yeah. I feel like instead of saying, "Oh, that's a fail boat," it's like, "Oh, that's a casual cruise."
I mean, that's definitely much more positive.
Or a Sunday drive. Well, meanwhile, Omar was just trying to contest that Wisdom Rune. Was able to get it. Still had to die for it under the Tier 1 tower. But mission completed.
I think at this point, every support player has decided they're going to die trying getting that rune, you know? Whether they get it or not is of no consequence. But if they don't try... That's when you lose respect as a man.
Yeah, your actions have consequences, but they are a level ahead. So
good pulling in mid there from Bryle. As we go on another casual cruise.
Yeah, definitely are.
It's a victory cruise right there, because he quillinged the bushwhack instantly as it came out there, or the acorn shot, sorry, which made the bushwhack miss. If we want to be very specific,
yeah, those are really nice to see. Like they're sometimes hard to notice because it's only there for like point something seconds.
Yeah,
but once you do it, it's like, yep, right on the spot.
I mean, the only way you can really do it is like pretty much you have the presence of mind to know it's coming, so you are already ready. Well, these guys play a lot of Dota, and they're quite good at it, so they know these things are coming.
Certainly.
Oh, they're going
trying to
back?
make a walk for Bryle. Echo
doing
flat
it.
dropped, and here comes the TP, and Omar's going to be there to help him out. And Kunko will drop before TSM is able to retaliate, but they will retaliate the revenge onto Kaori. Whitemon will help out Ari to pick up a kill. So that's a second for the Weaver, but they do lose the Kunka.
What happens when you go on too many casual cruises?
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
you get a
that's also one
hangover.
of those things. They just brought their offlane Bristle back to show up in the mid. Like, hey, we got this big kill we could get. We kind of need your help here. They can't really kill you with that Vanguard. Want to drop by? Sure.
Wow, this bristle back yet again. This is what I think makes a good first big hero. You just first pick it, and no matter what, you do well, right? And Bristleback
Solid.
has been doing that.
I'm sold on the idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tomato's not in a very good place.
No.
And Quest gets another snipe. Making
Quite
things
good.
happen with the sharpshooter by Omar. They got a good bushwhack into the sharpshooter. Kiori just TP's in just to make sure that he's not going to escape. And Toby's getting a lot of help from his teammates now. I think that's just one of the wonderful wonders of having a Furion.
So is Noob. Honestly, I would say Noob is getting more help than Toby at this point. But you're everywhere on Quest. Like, this sharpshooter was online before 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Now you have
Talk about the
infield.
wisdom room.
It is. You die for those things. That's how
Die to
support
get
players feel.
kills.
I
Because
mean,
of the
Whitemon
experience level.
does.
Oh, Whitemon's about to get interrupted by Toby, but Bryle is also around. Is it just a bait? Noob is here. Omar's also here, and a very soft commit onto Toby. Force out his true form, and they just jump straight onto the Kunkka. They don't
That's a
care.
blink dagger.
And that's the sharpshooter available. They will break the Kunkka, and it will break his spirit, break his soul, break his body,
And break his
also
ship.
Whitemon's going to be the next one to drop as Noob gets a quick jump with that Tumbler's toy nearby. Toby for a kill. And that opens up this entire map now. Quest on a 3K lead.
This Shaker is having a much different game than what we saw earlier. Shred's Blink Dagger was like 10 minutes into this game with a Tumbler's toy. Now he has one piece of the Ags pretty much completed. Toby, Diffusal Blade online on the Bear. And you know, TI12, he's just in the jungle right now.
Yep.
Kasane, my man, you got a lot to do this game. The other games we saw, yeah, you were killing it. You're still killing it this game. But this is going to be the true test of Bristleback in my eyes. If a performed Bristle can deal with this type of pressure, then I'm a believer, as Bryle having an uncharacteristically rough
This
game.
is not looking good for TSM at all. Like, it's a lot riding on Kasane again to kind of turn the tide for the team.
I mean, it's all on Kasane right now. Like, I don't think the carry player,
Well, Mort is
Should-
not doing anything right now. Like,
they
we
shouldn't
just
be
got-
at 10 minutes.
maybe 10, 15. We'll put it somewhere around that area, sure.
Nah.
Like, if he gets the time and the space to farm. Because this Muerta hero, I mentioned it earlier, I'll mention it again, it is a slow farmer until you got at least like a Mjolnir. Even the Maelstrom, you still feel very sluggish.
Well, that's my point. I think any time before 20, 25 minutes, I'd say the carry player has the least, I'm not saying he has no responsibilities, but he has the least amount of responsibilities to do things on the map than any other role.
Meanwhile, Quest feeling like they could do something here, and they will not catch Tomato this time. Bit optimistic there with the Bushwhack cast, but Tomato already moving away, so the Acorn shot and the tree spawned by it a bit too far away. Whitemon also, they were suspecting they have vision in the area. It's literally just a creep wave giving vision on Tomato, so Whitemon, he will help out Tomato, like, please give me some kind of vision here so I can at least farm, because they're hunting me. They're also hunting Bryle from time to time, but not right now. They can't, because they can't touch Kasane. They're like, we have 2 cores and 2 supports we can kill. The Bristleback, that's a no-no.
Definitely a no-no for they do have Hoodwink. I don't know if it's a complete no-no, but they do need to commit a lot. Hoodwink can break that hero long enough to burst, but I think it's not worth it yet to go for him. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. It's not like your Timber Saw that you're just going to 5-man and try to kill him Because you can. Like,
Well, they have a
just team
Vessel
up.
now, too. Actually, with Sharpshooter, Vessel, Kasane is killable. Most
Well, they already
certainly.
popped the Vessel. They still got 2 more charges to go. Ari is
He's
also
just
around the
TPing
area.
into him.
Maybe the TD could do some wonders here. Echo Stump's available. Kasane, there we
Yeah.
go. They've got it. Mission
didn't-
complete again.
Didn't even need the break.
They don't even need the break.
So that's
He has...
a scary sign when your Bristleback is dying to 2 heroes at this stage of the game. There's like a couple power spikes for Bristle. Spike number 1 is Vanguard, right? Spike number 2 is going to be the Aghanims. Oh, Weaver's dead too. And spike number 3 is going to be the Bloodstone. And generally, that's when Bristle looks best if you can't really get through any of those spikes. But
Yeah.
they're already getting through them right now. It makes you worried to the point the Silver Edge wasn't even there. The just, general Sharpshooter break wasn't there. The carry wasn't even there. Bristleback is feeling killable.
The fun thing about this game as well, the way we're painting the picture basically, is despite just having 16 kills in 14 minutes, which is barely over 1 per minute, it feels like a bloodbath, and Quest is doing all the killing.
Yeah, they definitely are. I think the only heroes that have been really receiving some deaths this game, I mean, it's not even the supports. It's kind of just like spread out. But either way, the big kills have gone the way of Quest.
Yep. Big kills indeed. Kunkka killed 3 times. Bristleback's now died twice. And another one maybe, but this time for TSM, if they can
Dude,
get
he's
the
so
Nature's
tanky.
Prophet. But damn, that's a tanky Nature's Prophet, and Ari does get his ulti of just in time. The Sharpshooter level 1, not enough damage. Noob can't finish off the job. Has a Lotus, but here comes Toby. He will help him out for the kill. Meanwhile, the chase is onto Whitemon for Curry to pick up another, and that Furion ulti is about to connect.
So is he going to get him too? Just one more Vessel.
It's not going to connect
No.
at all, actually.
Nah, he's dead.
That is a defusal. Toby doesn't just brings the bear around. Like, I can't right click with this because my hero's too far, but you're slowed anyway.
Yep, he's got the 25 movement speed on the bear talent as well. No points in Savage Shore quite yet. Going in, well, Echo done. Going for that harpoon next. Probably follow it up with a shard, most likely.
It's an 8k lead. That's a very sizable lead this early on into the game. So what's your game plan, TSM?
Oh,
Minus
hit
for the
creeps.
Ogre.
You've seen Bryle, right? Like, he can't really do anything. So I think you just farm.
Farm.
You're not going to do much on Tomato either, right?
Yeah.
So who can you kill? You can kill creeps pretty well. For now.
Maybe that is a bit of an ill omen as well for TSM, knowing that, well, we can't get a benefit necessarily out of this Bristleback, despite him having Aghanims and the Vanguard, because we spend a lot of time hitting creeps. We got the Midas lined up for the Ogre Magi. Kunkka's got so many items that he needs this game, so Brawl's just going to ignore for the time being. They already attempted 1 gank, and that didn't quite work out. They couldn't kill a 1400 HP Nature's Prophet. So they're reconsidering their options again. However, Ogre has been spotted, and here comes Omar, Bushwhack, Sharpshooter to connect, and that's a pick-off they will take. And they were thinking about a second
Wait,
kill
are they
because they
gonna
know
leave
that
him?
the Ogre is dead, I think, but the Ari Weaver is the one that they were looking for. Now the Ogre's about
okay,
to
they
escape,
got
but
him.
Omar will get the Bushwhack to connect, and a Blood Grenade just for good measure. It's going to take down to the dot damage. They wanted the Weaver at the same time.
Yeah, they did. But they almost got nothing in.
Yeah. But they get a kill. They got Roshan. And the game is basically open for Quest to do whatever they want right now.
This is
TSM,
definitely-
however, they're actually contesting this. They're actually contesting this one. Kasane feeling the power fantasy, but it needs to work out.
Oh,
Close
he's
down
got
for
the
the diffusal
Bristleback.
blade. And they will look. They got the
He's dead.
Loser.
Holdrid's just dead.
So that just happened.
He was in ulti form, by the way.
Yeah, it's not the bit. Not
Show fight recap.
Not
how
a
much
soft
damage
target to
he-
kill exactly, but they got it anyway. Echo Slam of the Bristol with the Eclipse, and there goes Kasane. Bryle walking in with the Blade Mill, trying to reflect some of the damage for the Bushwhack onto the Kunkka. Keeps him away. Waimon also shows up, and Roche is solo. TSM How many lives are they gonna get for this Roshan?
Bryle's Xing and coming back. Gonna come back pretty healthy here. But
and a full bottle as well if he wants to pump somebody up. Hoodwink, ooh, almost enough, but the dead shot doesn't finish him off.
No, he's dead. He had a blood grenade and ignite on him at level 4. But Lone Druid's gonna come back here. He has the bear. No ultimate though. Is it a trap? Who's gonna go on who here?
Yep, slow on the Muerta, but the Ogre's in between. The bear is gonna get stunned up first. Trying to hit the bug.
This bear can't die.
Right now,
he does not have another bear.
Is really dropping low, and they can't do anything to help out Toby and his bear. And they go back to the Roche pit. Maybe TSM has an opening right now, but they are still super scared about the initiation from Quest, and that's why they're running around in panic. But nobody's around, and Quest's gonna give it up. They did all the hard work for dropping this Roche low, and TSM says, "Thank you, we will take it."
And they give it to Kasane. I mean, Toby had no TP scroll on his bear, so he couldn't send it back and bring it. So he wanted to go in with a bear there, but his team was like, nah, I don't want to go in. So they basically just sold him out there on that type of situation. We saw similar plays in the last game where Toby wants to go in with the Ravage, but his team didn't want to follow, right? Seems to happen again. Not necessarily on the same page here as Kasane. Now with this Aegis, he's going to go show no fear as Kaori. Surprise!
Walk straight into him.
You're dead.
Hey guys, I found the enemy. Don't come here. That's one kill. That could even lead into a Tormentor for TSM, but Kasane could do it.
There's a BKB.
The rest of the supports are just a bit worried about how much damage they're going to be taking. But here we go. True Form already popped up. The Diffusal Blade will connect onto Kasane. He's being held in a bushwhack, but the Echo Slap. Noob will delete the back line. Kasane still fighting back. Toby dying there pretty much. Well, it's just an illusion. Actually, the bear, the one that was dying, with Kasane throwing back all of those cool sprays. And onto the Shaker he goes. Bryle, no X Spark for a little bit longer here. Just a couple more seconds, but Quest, they're keeping their distance.
Damn.
I just saw Toby's nameplate, and I was like, Toby's dying. Oh, that's just a bear.
I mean, that basically is a 0. So you're not really wrong.
But they got 2 kills out of TSM. And TSM, all they killed was Kaori, who basically started this whole thing off.
Yeah, that Echo is super good. I'm surprised only 2 heroes die from it. As you're going to see the Echo shortly after this, if there's enough time in this clip. We're going to go back and end up chasing him here. Tormentor goes up. I don't know if we'll have time to see this, but hopefully we do.
He's loading it up right there, standing in the trees, and wait for it.
Deletes the 2 supports immediately and gets Bryle low, blocks him off, but unfortunately, Kasane, he's playing Bristol back with Aegis. Kind of salvages that. If he's any other hero but Bristol there, maybe he dies there as well. But big scary Bristol doesn't die. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on this Aegis. Got the sharded too on the BB.
Yeah, still plenty of time, at least still to get something done with this Aegis on the side of TSM. Just watch out for those Echo Slams. It's going to be up again in 15 seconds. At least it's not a DD rune in the river. It's just an illusion for Noob. DD will really spoil the party.
Changed this game, right? Like if you look at the net worth, Tomato is completely recovered. Kasane's always been on the top.
I mean,
but you're starting to see the other heroes just start to drop off a bit, mainly Toby on this Lone Druid.
I will have to say, the win probability graph is actually the interesting one because it has been Quest favored. Then
What's
the Roshan happened.
I don't even know it.
Well, TSM's been behind the entire game, but they have 60% win probability being 10k behind. So that is very generous considering the economy right now. Blocking out Bryle there with the Fissure by Noob. I have to take a bit of a detour and straight into the arms of Quest, and they will just delete Bryle. Walked into a trap. He saw the Fissure block earlier, blocking the other entrance from here, and he just walked straight up onto the higher ground like, hey, that's a nice waltz right here. And an instant delete from there, but nice Sprout coming out, and the stun from Noob will hold White Mononari on the spot, and the supports from TSM in peril once again. Kasane, he can't do all the heavy lifting alone. He's going to move out. with Muerta also trying to get out. Kaori already blocking one escape route, but TI12 high on his heels. He's got a TP scroll. He's going to use it, but he will not make it out the fissure right on the money.
Oh, he ulted here too. He's just going to die with no ult. I guess the cooldown's pretty short. Might as well give it your all. In fact, almost fights to Toby in the process. Yeah, his ult will be up when he respawns, so I see no downside of that. When he respawns is probably Carpenter.
That's going to be a swing as well.
Oh, Kasane is going in. He's got Aegis for another 25 seconds.
He wants a piece of that action, but all he's going to get is a Diffusal Blade Inhibit, which is the slow debuff, and now chasing the bear. Bit of vengeance once again, wanting that, but you know, the Savage Roar comes out. Bristleback suddenly running in fear away from the Spirit Bear, but Ari trying to cut from another direction, and he's trying to take all the Lotuses. He's got no inventory space. He's got branches in his backpack. You can't take them.
Bear die or what?
Ari takes them.
I mean, the funny thing is the only reason the bear died there is because Toby actually ended up getting the shard for that Tormentor, which saved his bear's life there because it dispelled all the goose stacks. It's a small detail, but it helps a lot. But yeah, I guess he won't be walking away with Lotuses, though.
No flowers being picked up because your herbalist pouch is already filled with branches. Oh, you're gonna love it. All those 12 branches we talked about earlier on.
All right.
Well,
perfect. With Kaori, gonna just hit up some ancients here. He picked up the Aghanim Scepter now, which is a pretty big pickup there to be able to lock these heroes down. I think their biggest issue still is going to be, can they win a fight when Bristleback is the first hero to show? They've been doing a good job of like killing Bryle and just avoiding the Bristleback, but for now, it's gonna be pretty good.
Well, at least the whole situation, basically, like, it's despite TSM having one or two good ups, there's a lot of downs in this game. Quest is just basically walking away with this game, and look how aggressive they are deep in as well. And again, Omar, he might miss the bushwhack, but they're not going to miss out on this kill. They've got plenty of damage to dish out onto TSM. Secure yet another kill. And that bottom tier 2 tower is going to be the next one to drop. They're forcing out the glyph already pretty early here.
And this is where things are going to get a bit scary. Look how fast these buildings die.
Yeah, and there's another glyph for the high ground, but they are going to go to the high ground nevertheless. They're still going to go there.
Yeah, just force the glyph here if you want to. Like, there's no reason not to.
Yes, and they're regrouping without the Ogre right now. No Bloodlust buffs for anybody, but they do bring in with a tidal wave a sudden Lone Druid, and there goes Toby. Torrent Storm also placed down by Bryle, and on the hunt they go for more quest heroes. TI12 still hiding with that Shadow Walk, and it's a beautiful Echo Sound from Noob is enough for the damage.
Oh, his back wasn't facing.
Gets deleted. Bryle's gone as well. And they're just taking them all away out of their path. But Ari trying to fight back, trying to kill off Omar, but that's not going to work out. Not at least that simple. That shot will miss, but Weaver finally gets himself a kill. And that is the Hoodwink trying to run away. And it all started off with Toby just disappearing. Quest looking like, oh, okay, we just gave away our offlane. Let's back out a bit. Into two huge kills by Noob, again, with these Echo Slams.
Yeah, and the reason why that works so well is Kasane was not... He didn't have his back facing him. He was actually just looking at the Luna while completely chain stunned. And you can see... Yeah, you got eclipsed, you got right-clicked, and you're going to see it in this clip here. And it's going to be a similar situation. Unfortunately, Toby, he almost got his ult off here. He was so close. It would have given him that little bit of extra HP. Don't know if that would have saved him here, but you're going to see Kasane here. He's facing the wrong way against an Eclipse here and an Echo Slam, and he'll end up dying. And he looks killable, right? And next time when he does... Yeah, the next time he does that, even if his back is turned, Silver Edge is online. So now you have two ways of breaking him. Starting to feel like maybe you need a BKB ASAP on this Bristleback, and he agrees, and
he agrees.
He's on the path.
Got that lined up.
Not too
exactly
far
what
away.
he needs. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Tomato, that's a big kill for Quest if they can get it. It's just the Luna and the Lone Druid, but it might just be enough. Sharpshooter doesn't quite connect. Kaori's going to be here as well. And TP is coming in for TSM. They might be able to save him. They got the fear, pushing him away with a Savage Roar, and he's running away faster. But the Ogre Magi, he will take a big hit. But they've got their Muerta out of the way.
Oh, they got the
trying to use
Rude.
Tidal Wave to push away the Spirit Bear, but there comes the Sunday Cruise.
They're
Rumble to run away.
retreating. I mean, Brawl's died so many times this game. He's not going to take the chance, you know. You never
close
know.
attempt there from Quest. If they got the Sharpshooter to connect, I feel like Muerta was probably dead at that point. It was pixels away.
Well, this is the big one. Roshan, do we got any way of stopping this? Do we have a smoke?
They're not going to
And
be there in time.
Kasane is going to go through the gate right now. So at least they're going to take this fight. What can Kasane do here?
Doesn't get to do much. It's again him versus the bear.
Echo on Weaver.
Sharpshooter doesn't connect up to anything. BKB also used by
Sonic's
Noob,
dead.
and there goes the Bristleback. He's just gone. He has no backup. All by himself as TSM. Losing their Bristleback and Quest on the hunt. There goes Bryle, harpooned by the bear, and the turnaround
Toby's
Tomato.
dead.
He's just got back from base, and he's just gonna watch all of his allies potentially die. But TI12, low on HP, has the Aegis still, and they've lost Toby and Kaori. Noob also retreating for a moment. Kaori also now coming back with the buyback. Whitemon, low on HP, will be taken down by TI2000. And on the hunt for more. Muerta with the calling. Will silence up the Shaker. A nice dead shot will connect onto him. Luna still on the hunt. Ari gets Omar, but he will lose his life as well with this fissure. No more time lapse for him. Noob still on the hunt. Bryle, he's on the high ground. How far does the Shaker go? As TA2000 was trying to get this Muerta. Just 200 HP, but the Defender Gate doesn't matter though. TA2000 actually turns around, doesn't want to face the Bryle Kunkka. And another scrappy fight.
It's gotten to the point where this Muerta's doing a lot, and the initiation's super important. And I'm a little surprised that fight went as well as it did for TSM, considering that the BB just died instantly at the beginning of the fight, right?
Yep.
But if you're looking at net worth, just straight net worth, this NP is going for a Silver Edge. NP has surpassed Bryle in net worth. I guess Bryle just took him for a second there, but they're the same net worth right now.
Yep.
Which is honestly most of the net worth discrepancy in this game is just between the pos 5 and the mid. But I wonder if the Silver Edge will make a big difference here from Kaori.
Yeah, also Tomato, like surviving that fight, getting some big kills as well on their way. He's now level 20, which is the third highest level, right behind Noob Shaker, almost 21, and the Luna 23 in a level or a league of its own. Working on the Satanic, but this Muerta is starting to hurt.
Yeah, they used the calling and they killed the Lone Druid before he got his ult off, as we saw in several fights now.
Oh, Luna, that's a perfect target if they can get him. Wipe out with the dust, but the Manta, and he dodges the stun. No Fire Blast today. Fissure onto two, and they look to delete Whitemon. Noob just needs one more good jump on the Ogre, and he's going to snipe. Okay, he's just going to use the Echo Slam. No F's given, and there goes the Kunkka as well. Bryle to fall. Noob, he was like, I could just enchant totem jump this guy. Hell no, he just jumps and echoes.
Just gotta let him put him in his place, you know. Don't slam that shit down. We're gonna win this
down
game
to the ground.
And as things are playing out, that he might be right on that one. I think the one saving grace that TSM has had this game is the fact that they are killing Toby almost every fight before he gets his ult off.
Yeah,
he might want to consider pre-using it soon.
There's going to be tight. Ari just cut the wave, and they have a glyph available. Oh, they used it so early. The wave is only just now arriving into the base.
All right, there you go. Toby decides no shenanigans. He's going to pop ult.
Yeah, and there we go. The jump into the Bristleback. Kasane going to get broken with the Sharpshooter down to 1,000 HP, and he's gone.
BKB
He doesn't
off.
even get to pop the Bloodstone. No BKB either. Evaporates that Bristleback. Gone for 60 seconds. TSM losing another member once again, and a great jump from Quest. All it needs is a Spirit Bear with a harpoon. That's one scary animal I would not face in the wilds.
You don't think so? Does it have to be a Spear Bear, or is it any bears with harpoons?
I feel like
scare you?
any animal that has a bloody harpoon, when I go to the forest, I'm running. I don't think I'm gonna run from that harpoon though.
I would disarm the bear and use it against him.
Yeah, that's just fear's just a man, so he'll just.
Actually, I would
Can't beat this
disarm him
guy.
and then I would take the harpoon away and fight him like a man.
Okay.
But
Bear
story,
wrestler.
story for another time. True story.
33 minutes into this game, and TSM won't be looking for a 2-0 at this current pace. Quest is hungry for a tie. They need that one extra point, considering tomorrow's situation with their remaining series. PSG Quest will be playing Tundra first and then Talon later on. While TSM, they already lost to Tundra 0-2. They beat Talon 2-0. And this one looking to end up in a tie. They have the Vivo Keat Stars to play up against in their final series. Just one series to focus on tomorrow. And it would be a whole lot, you know, their preparation could be a lot more easier. They could sleep a bit easier if they could just take a 2-0 here. But it's a long while. It's a long distance to go. But I don't even know what I'm saying because Ari's just dying to the Tormentors. Like, yep.
No, that was White Mon.
Oh, White Mon. Oh, yeah. Ari got the shard. Yeah, White Mon was dying. It's
Hey,
7.
you know, it happens to everyone, you know. You think maybe in just your Herald games people die to Tormentors, but no. Even the best of the best die to Tormentors, so fret not, as Bryle might be fretting pretty hard here as he's gone.
Might be. Emphasis on that. There goes Bryle.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And now this is high ground time, and Luna a couple creeps away from level 25. Not that her 25 is a game breaker or anything.
One of the scariest things to go against the high ground defense, it's not just the Luna, but a bloody Spirit Bear as well.
With the harpoon.
With a harpoon. They're just destroying their way through these buildings. Plus Toby, he has another bear.
Oh, look at that
that's a big
damage.
nuke there. Oh, the Echo
nothing.
fails! No Echo Slam. And he didn't even blink. His blink wasn't actually even broken,
No,
but
it doesn't matter.
They still got Kasane. Out for 70 seconds. The mid-rack's falling. Carry will drop the Tomato. He did find a snipe, but that's with the Pierce the Veil being used. And they're trying to get to the Muerta. Nice Fisher stun. Push one coming out as well. Muerta going to be in trouble. And they're looking for that kill. They will take it. Buyback forced out instantly from Tomato. And they've taken the bottom racks as well. But they are not done yet. They're going to fight back. Weaver going to be dropping low. The Eclipse coming out as well. The Fear onto the Kuka. The Muerta dieback. And that's it. An Ultra for TI12. Give him the Rampage. Make it a first one for the road to the International. Yes, sir. Quest for the tie and a Rampage for Mr. TI12.
Very, very well done there by most everyone on Quest, to be honest with you. I think